All right, so you guys know in 2013 I lost 150 some odd pounds between 2013 and 2015, and it unlocked an entirely new world for me. And I pulled myself out of these dark places, and my levels of joy increased, my level of happiness, and my money and my relationship, like everything got better. So I got on YouTube because I got excited about that, and I wanna teach people how to do what I was able to do. So doing it myself and then learning how to teach people to do it, two totally different things. So I've spent the last 6 years learning how to guide people through this journey for themselves. Because I believe weight loss transformation is something that every single person can do. If you're watching this right now, you can lose 50 pounds, you can lose 100 pounds, you can lose 150 pounds, but you have to be at a certain place in your journey. You have to have a certain mindset, or at least want to acquire a certain mindset. So I've done the one-on-one coaching thing because, like I said, I'm excited. I learned a lot of things on my journey, and I want to help people do the same thing. So I did one-on-one coaching. There was issues with the coaching. You got the accountability, you got the guidance, but there wasn't the education aspect, right? So I tried to make education products. I did that, but that lacked the accountability. It lacked the support, right? So what I'm doing now is combining those two worlds. I'm gonna create a semi-private coaching experience, and I'm gonna keep you guys in the loop about that. But for now, I wanna continue to use my gifts to help people, and I wanna do this in person now. The world's starting to open back up. The whole COVID situation is starting to die down, so we can start to interact with people in person again. So right now I'm looking for maybe 1 or 2 people here in Denver to guide them personally. I want it to kind of be like a mentorship. So in this video, we're gonna be interviewing a few people to see if they have the right mindset to be successful, because that's all it takes. All it takes is that you have the right mindset. So I want you guys to listen to these interviews and kind of identify if you have the right mindset, if you are in the right place to be successful with weight loss, because that's all it is. It's just a mindset shift. So I'm meeting with one person right now. Let's go meet him. So just to give you guys a little background. So I met D maybe 2 years ago at a meetup that I did here in Denver. Very kind spirit, really great guy, but you can tell that he was struggling with some things. He recently hit me up and he shared that he had 3 heart attacks in the last few years, and he's desperate for a change. So I agreed to meet up with him to see if he'd be a good candidate for I guess the mentorship program that I'm trying to start. So this is going to be a conversation that I'm having with him to see if we're going to be working together. What's up, my guy?
What's up?
How you feeling?
Feeling.
Good to see you, man.
You too.
So I was just explaining to him, you can sit down. You shot me a DM not too long ago, and you said like your mindset has shifted from the last conversation we had. And we both know that not everyone is there. Yeah. Not everyone has the understanding or understands the value of having the proper mindset. Because that's all it is, bro. Like when it comes to changing your habits, when it comes to weight loss, when it comes to any sort of significant change in your life, the mechanics is one thing, right? The mechanics meaning eating healthy and exercise. We all know we have to do that in order to change your body, right? But that's only 10% of it. I feel like 90% of it is the mindset, right? So what you're trying to achieve, what most people are trying to achieve with their bodies, 97% of people fail at that shit. 97% of people fail to change their habits, to reach their fitness goals. So that means in order to be successful, you gotta have that 3 percentile mindset. You feel what I'm saying? And unfortunately, it takes tragedy for a lot of people, right? And I know you've experienced some medical issues that I know that you'll be able to leverage to really dial in mentally, right? To get focused mentally. Talk to me a little bit about where you are currently with your relationship with exercise and nutrition, and do you feel like you have what it takes to acquire that 3 percentile mentality?
But my biggest thing is that with my health scare, I've had 3 mild heart attacks in 2 years because of my weight and because of stress. So my motivation, more or less, is my life.
Hold on, you said you had 3 mild heart attacks.
This is my 3rd one in 2 years.
How old are you?
I'm 39. I'll be 40 in July. I had one when I met you. I had one like a couple months prior to that when I first met you. With my kids, like that's my biggest motivation. My lady, she's really pushing me to do better, you know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing is I have to do this not only for them, but I need to do it for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be a good father like I'm supposed to be if I'm not here for them, you know what I'm saying? So as far as that 3%, my drive is my life and my kids, because I was raised without a dad, and I would never want my kids and put my lady in that situation.
Yeah. And I think, yes, it's one thing to want to do it for yourself, right? But most of us will show up for you'll show up for your family in a more significant way than you would for yourself. Yeah. That's just how most people are, right? That's how most people are. So I want you to leverage that and use that to drive you, right? So what's your biggest struggle right now? You said it's the nutrition because of your...
My biggest struggle is the nutrition aspect as far as just eating better. Like I eat good sometimes and then I kind of relapse, and I go back to eating good and I kind of relapse. I've had friends that had offered to meal prep me, then they kind of like started like upping their prices on me, charging like $400 for like a week worth of meal prep. So I geared away from it. So then I started doing stuff on my own. So my biggest thing is nutrition and a consistent like thing in the gym and stuff like that. Because right now all I do is pretty much just cardio. That's all.
So a big difference between my approach and I think most people in the fitness industry is I like to focus on changing your relationship with food in general, like attacking it from the root. Yeah. It's one thing to put you on a diet plan, right? Or to tell you to eat this or to tell you to eat that. If you don't reform your relationship with food, any sort of dietary change we try to make is only going to be temporary, right? Because you're feeling like you're doing this out of obligation. And a lot of us, and I'm guilty of this too, because we're impatient, we try to do things to rush the process. Like habit change takes time, bro. It takes time. Forming a new mindset, that shit takes time, right? And unless a person is ready to just really settle in and say, listen, man, I got another 50 years to be on this planet, and I'm going to do things differently this time. You feel what I'm saying? Like the whole drastic trying to change, throw all your food out and meal prep and do this and that works, right? But for short-term results, because you've experienced it. You've done the back and forth thing. You've had success. I'm pretty sure you've lost some weight, and then you weren't able to stick to it.
Gained it back.
Yeah, it's tough, and I think it's about changing your mindset, like 100%, and changing your relationship with food. And again, like I said, that it takes time. You can give someone all the tools, right? I can give you all the diet plans, I can give you the workout plan, I can give you the accountability structure, right? But at the end of the day, you or whoever I'm working with has to have this like burning desire, like a burning desire to be successful with changing their lifestyle, changing their relationship with food. Because we're fighting against 30, 40 years sometimes of conditioning. The resources that I'm providing for the people that I'm trying to help, it's a slow grind, bro. It's putting in the work daily. And when I say the work, I don't mean exercise and nutrition only. That's a big part of it, don't get it twisted. But it's getting to know yourself on a deeper level, right? It's really like developing the self-awareness and really seeing your patterns when it comes to your relationship with food. Like if we put more effort into strategizing our weeks, strategizing our days, knowing exactly what we're gonna eat, knowing like scheduling our workouts, and then also building some accountability around that. Like that's the thing, like it's easy for us to not show up for ourselves, bro. But if you have some sort of structure in place, whether that's a friend, a workout partner, whether that's a coach, we gotta have something to answer to in the beginning while we're trying to build this habit, right? We gotta do the work. Acquiring a new mindset, it's just like taking your computer and wiping the current operating system off, right? And reinstalling a new program, right? It's a lot easier with a computer than it is with our own minds, but I think that's a good analogy for what we need to do. Like, in order to acquire the 3% mindset, it's gonna take some reprogramming, right? And it's a process. It's a process that I'm continuing to grow in, right? And it's just having small actions every day that you can commit to, and you allow the principle of compound interest, meaning like if you can gain 0.01% every day, but over the span of 2-3 years, 4 years, 5 years, that's when you'll see change. Like change happens in small little increments. We gotta fall out of love with this idea of this big drastic results quick. We gotta fall out of love with that. We have to. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's just not the process. You feel that? That's not the process. In no area of life is that the process. Whether you're trying to build a successful business, you want to make $1 million, you want to transform your body, you want to have a better relationship with your significant other. It always takes daily work, and it always takes time and patience. So I just want to get that message to the world. Like I want to get that message to the world. Like this is not something that's gonna happen quick. Anyway, I appreciate your time, bro. We're gonna stay in touch.
You too.
Take care of them babies. Take care of yourself, man.
Yes, sir.
Stay out of that goddamn hospital. Stay out of them fast food damn drive-thrus.
I'm doing it, man.
Yeah, nah. I'm telling you, man. Preparation is gonna be a big part of it for you, man. Just even if you just take every Sunday to plan your week, right? Whether that's planning your meals, scheduling your workouts, like treat it like an appointment, bro. Like that you have to show up for. The accountability and the planning is gonna be pivotal for you, bro.
Yes, sir.
I got you, man. I'll hit you up.